Hi friends, Carolina here. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am doing an unboxing and deck walkthrough of the Lady Stirling's Wicked Garden Oracle deck. Isn't it beautiful? I got this from US Games Publishing, which is my favorite. So I'm excited to have this one and see how it's going to work out for me. And it obviously comes in this beautiful, beautiful box. So nice. Look at the side. Ooh. And I think that's really pretty how they put that there. Very nice. Okay, and here's the back. And I just unwrapped this part of it, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and read the back here real quick. And this deck is by Matt Hughes. As you know, he does have other decks out there. He has the Ethereal Vision Tarot, I believe it's called. He has another one like that, but it's the Luna edition. So he has two different ones of those. And I think he has another Oracle deck. I think it's called Dreamscape Oracle. And he may have others, I don't know. But I know of those. And then now we have this one. So I'll go ahead and read this real quick. All right. So strange occurrences plagued the Stirling family for generations until Muriel Stirling discovered the rich and storied past of her family's estate deep in the English countryside. She discovers a mystical, wicked garden that her family swore to protect, but the sins of her great-grandfather threatened the garden's inhabitants and its caretaker, Faunus. Read the poignant story of Muriel Stirling's Wicked Garden in the 80-page, full-color, illuminated, hardcover novelette. Meet the garden's inhabitants featured in a 32-card, gold foil, accent, nice, oracle deck with indigo painted edges. Ooh, yeah. Discover more about the garden spirits and their lessons in the 80-page full-color journal guidebook. This deluxe set includes your own copy of The Key to the Garden. Sweet. Yeah, I'm all about that. Nice, 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 nice. How exciting. So it's obviously like a story-based. So that's interesting. Okay, so let me open it up. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? And it's the magnetic kind. That is gorgeous. Oh gosh, look at that. Oh my goodness. So you have, oh, this nice hardcover book. Beautiful. Wow, it looks like kind of worn, like vintage looking. Oh, and if you can feel this, it has texture on here. Very, very nice. Very nice. Love that. So I'm wondering if this is and it comes with a string. That's cool. I'm thinking this is the storybook. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Interesting. Oh, let's see. Excerpts from the journals of Wilfred Stirling, 1850. Look, it's dated March 13, 1850, and it has, oh, some journal entries on here. Interesting. Very different. Oh, look at that. And the color page. Okay, so the well open, the garden grows. Okay. So yeah, this looks like the story of it. Interesting. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's pretty much what it looks like, what you get. A lot of information, obviously. This is it's going to be fun to kind of read through it. And then this, oh, and then it has this, the garden journal. So this is the guidebook. Very nice quality. Everything so far. Wow. So let's see, written by Hope Hughes, illustrated by Matt Hughes. So you get the table of contents. Yeah, the introduction, how to use this journal, Oracle deck instructions, a spread, And let's see. Okay, forward, and then here we go. So that's cool. You get the color picture of the card. So Lady Muriel Stirling. Wow, it's a lot. All right. Very nice guidebook for sure. Very good quality. Love it. All right, so you get the storybook and a guidebook. Nice. And then, oh, here's the key. How cool is that? You get a key. Oh, and that's a cool key, actually. Yeah, that's a sturdy. That's a cool key. Love that. That is pretty cool. Love that touch. And then, oh, here's the card. So you get the string in here. Oh, it's so pretty. Very sturdy, very nice. And here's the cards. Okay. All right, so let me put this aside. All the goodies. All right. Okay, so this one, again, I think it was, you get 32 cards, right? 32 cards. That's not a lot, but I'm good with it. Let's see. So the card size is different. It's a little narrow. Oh, I wish I had a tarot card I could use. Let me see. Let me get the card real quick. All right, so it's a tarot size card, and you can kind of see. Yeah, so it's longer and, you know, skinnier. So yeah, than a tarot size. Okay, and here are the backs. Beautiful. Looks like gold foiled. Beautiful. And look at the edge. Oh, wow. That is nice. I love that kind. It's really good, like a matte color edges. Really nice quality. And the cardstock is nice. It looks, thought it was linen, but no, it's not. I don't think so. No, but it's nice. Nice quality cardstock. And then let's see here. So we have Lady Stirling. And it says Muriel Stirling. Interesting. I like the artwork. And then we have Lord Stirling, and it says Hector Stirling. Huh. And then Celtic Queen. I don't know what that's. Banri Iceni? Huh. This is Faunus. Oh, wow. Look how pretty that is. I don't know if you can see that touch of blue. So cool. Faunus, great horned god. Fox Sisters, the spiritualists. And we have Angels Trumpet, Brugmansia. Wow. Arum Lily, Arum Maculatum. Well, okay. I don't know. I'm butchering this. It's all good. Balanis, Hamadryad. Oh my goodness. But look at that. Wow. A little creepy. That's cool though. Yeah, the artwork it's cool. It's similar like his other decks he has. So obviously this will, you know, most likely pair well with his other decks. So I like that. I like the colors. This is pretty. And this is Belladonna. And then we have Castor, what? Bean? B-E, it's kind of covered there. Castor bean. And then Coventina. Wow. That glows kind of. Daffodil. And then we have Death Cap. Wow. You see that touch of blue there around the head? Yeah, death cap. And then death's head moth. Interesting. And then destroying angel. Devil's trumpet. English, is that you? Y-E-W? Oh, wow. Fair, I guess it's fairy flags. I don't know. The letters are behind the images. What's up with that? I don't know. These are kind of hard to read with this font, and then some of the letters get hidden behind the artwork. Fly, agaric. I mean, it'd be interesting to find out what these all mean. Again, fox. I think that's foxgloves. Green fairy. And then we have, again, hellbore. Hellbore? I don't know. The letters are covered. Henbane. Montenegro. Wow. Interesting. Oleander. Opium poppy. Orchid mantis. And then sandbox tree. And then we have spoonwood. Oh, look at that. A wasp spider. Wisteria. Pretty. And then the white water lily. Nice. All right. So let's see here. So those are all the cards. I mean, need to get used to the titles of them, the names, I guess, and just like read through the book and see what it's about. But the artwork's lovely. I just wish it had better font and then it wasn't covered by some of the artwork, so you'd be able to read it. That's a little bit of a bummer. So let's go ahead and shuffle, which they shuffle great. Lovely. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card, and then I'll read it out of the guidebook so you can see how it reads. Okay, so let me shuffle this up. Whoops. All right. So, of course, very nice. Shuffles very good. Do it again. All right. And I'll pull a card from the middle. All right. Switch. All right. So let's see here. All right. Ooh, look at here. We got Belladonna. That is a pretty one. I like this one. Wow. All right. So let's see here. So we have this. So the cards are not numbered or anything. So let me see if I can find this. Okay. So it's here on the table of contents. All right. So page 30. Okie dokes. Let's see. Okay. Is that it? No, that's it. But the picture's different. Okay, this is tripping me up. Okay. They're different. I didn't realize that. But it's all good. It's okay. It just threw me off there for a sec. All right. So Belladonna. Hamadryad, I guess. All right, so let's read this. Entry found. It says, in a grove at the edge of the garden, I encountered Belladonna, a hamadryad deeply intertwined with oak trees. She explained that she is bound to this garden's tree and shares its fate. Belladonna explained that she is connected to everything in the garden by underground networks that admittedly I do not fully understand. and feels deeply for each of the lives within. I feel her light has darkened over the years of cruelty and isolation as she looked around with a kind of sadness in her eyes. I followed Faunus to this land. It was once green and fertile. Then the men came and isolated us. I felt as if I was sentenced to death for merely existing. She said to me in angered, hushed tones, I had read that these spirits are said to be usually quite cheerful and playful, but I've noticed that Belladonna has become most vengeful and sad. I could tell my great-grandfather was cruel even though he feared her. Her joy was sapped after she endured 3 generations of caretakers and what they've done to the garden. Balanis was a good companion to the women of the garden, but has been reluctant and somewhat hostile to speak with me after witnessing the abuse and neglect from the male relatives in the Stirling family. I have much to atone for. And then it has a section that says examination. I read about such spirits in my mythology books. Hamadryads are directly tied to the life of the tree they inhabit, and therefore suffer the same fate as the tree. When the tree thrives, so does the nymph. But if the tree is harmed or dies, the nymph does as well. It seems like years of cruelty and neglect from my family have darkened Balanis. Not even the cooling waters of the well softens her countenance. I feel like I should heed a lesson from Parabius, and create an area for offerings to amend for the transgressions of the men in my family. And then it has her reflections. What are some ways I've experienced harmony with nature? How do I navigate cruelty without succumbing to it myself? How much am I affected by those around me? Do I mirror their actions? Are there any areas of my life where I stagnate because of negative influence? Okay, interesting. All right, so that's how that reads. It's pretty much the story, and I guess what she's explaining what she's gone through and stuff, and kind of examining it and reflecting on it. So I don't know, it's interesting. This is really different. We'll see how it goes when I play around with it and stuff, and see if it'll end up staying in my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for sticking through here with me. If you have any suggestions on how to use this, if you have this yourself, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. And if you worked with it, how did it go? And anything, you like, dislike about it, whatever. But I always love to hear from you guys in the comments section. And again, thank you for spending time with me. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.